Please welcome out the hosts of the daily podcast, Funemployment Radio, Sarah X. Dillon and Greg Nibler! Hey guys.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being for doing a visual medium with us.
I know this is a little weird for us.
Is this weird? Yeah, you've been doing radio every day forever, basically.
Yeah.
Forever, yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
It is a little intimidating being in front of a bunch of faces.
Well, so for those of us, I like a lot of the time with our shows, like half of the crowd is here for one guest, and half is here for the other guest, and then half is here for Cool Nuts. So let's say, and then half is here for the
I
other.
would say everybody's here for Cool Nuts.
Most of you are here for Cool Nuts. But so for those of you for people who are not familiar with the show, give us the origin story and tell us about Funemployment.
All right, so Funemployment Radio is a daily podcast that we do. We've been doing it for just over 5 years.
Yeah, 1,260 episodes,
Yes.
I believe.
So every weekday we do a show. We do an hour show. And before, though, we did that, like the way it all started was Sarah and I were in commercial radio for years and years, working for a bunch of different stations in town. And we both ended up working on the same show.
Rock 101 KUFO.
On Rock 101 KUFO.
Yeah.
Where we
Is
were on...
KUFO still around?
It is not.
It's not.
Or did
No.
they get taken away?
It got taken away actually about a year after we left it. So we were both on the Rick Emerson show. Mm-hmm. And then one day, as it happens in radio, the way that you get let go is you kind of know it's coming. You kind of know a little bit because people stop talking to you. And we notice nobody
Yeah.
would come down and talk to us. So
Our
it's
new-
like you're a pariah. Like nobody wants to be associated because they know you're the sinking ship.
Yeah, we had a new program director for 2 months, and he did not even
Never
introduce
met him.
himself to us.
Never met him. That's our boss. He never came down and met
It's
us.
like where you don't want to name the pigs on a farm because you know they're about to be slaughtered.
Exactly it.
If he put a face to your names, he couldn't fire you.
Right, by association.
Yeah.
So we came in, we did get let go, and it was us and all of the daily staff, like all the shows that were on during the day, all got let go at once on a Friday afternoon, and we're like, all right, well, that's happening. We had no idea what they were going to do with the station until Monday morning when they started up their new marketing campaign, which was KUFO, we just got our balls back. So that's how...
What?
That was their thing. KUFO, we got our balls back.
Campaign.
Because we had less balls than the people they
You guys
they replaced us with.
You were the really constrictive What was the...
I guess so. We were the constrictive
I think we brought up
undercarriage.
books too many times. I don't know.
We did get told in a meeting to not talk about books.
We got
you
worried
really?
about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is commercial radio in a
Yeah.
nutshell to
Book
me.
any more authors. We couldn't book authors anymore.
My vision of commercial radio is a guy played by Paul Giamatti at a desk just yelling, "Stop talking about books!" That's the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Pretty similar to that, actually. So after that happened, we were like, let's try doing something on our own. Where we can talk about books if we want to. And so within a week, Sarah and I are addicted to talking on the microphone. So we started and we tried a podcast, and we'd never actually worked together before, just one-on-one. And we tried it, and it's worked. And now it's been
You'd
over 5 years.
never been doing radio together before. You knew each other, but you never.
Show,
yeah.
But just not
Like one-on-one.
there were 4 people on that show.
That's a brave commitment.
Yeah. Well, we did a few test episodes before because we're like, let's see if this works, if we get along, if we sound
If we
okay
can do
with the
3
two of
hours,
us.
let's commit for life.
I know. That's true. Yeah. We're gonna do this. Yeah. And 5 years later,
Yeah, it's still going.
we're still talking
We
at each
haven't
other.
killed each other yet.
Since you guys do a daily hour-long chat together, do you not talk the other times so you save up your material, or do you do you bro down in the?
Sometimes we'll save it for the show.
Yeah, we'll talk.
But no, we run in the same social circles, so I see his face way too much.
Yeah. We save up that animosity for the show.
Yeah.
Though, so.
Well, so what surprised you about having moved to this futuristic part of the radio from the old no books part? Is it just that you have a lot of fans who are literate, or?
That may be part of it. I mean, it was surprising of how right out the gate how many people were listening and how much bigger reach we have actually than terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
I mean, we have listeners from all over the world. Why they listen? That's awesome. But I mean, from all over the place.
Good vote of confidence,
Yeah.
Greg.
This year, are you taking this
appreciate that
moment?
they listen.
You're taking this moment to be like, if you're listening from Nepal, go home. We got nothing for you.
Get out of here. No, it's been really, really cool to see how much you can really do, and also not have a program director tell us what we're
Yelling at you.
talking about.
Is it super Portlandy, your show?
Yeah.
There's Portland to it, but it's more kind of a general.
It's more a lot about our lives than I do a weird news segment. Greg does Ball Talk, where he talks about sports.
Right.
And
This is the segment called "I've Got My Balls Back."
Yeah, basically that's what it was. Like, I'll show you KUFO.
I've got a concept for a radio station that'll last up to a year.
No, the best thing about podcasting, though, is that it's destination listening. So everyone who listens to us likes us because they have to find the show. It's not like, tuning through a radio dial and just stumbling upon it. Like, they actively look for it.
Right, but it is very Portland. Like, you did a bike tour,
We did.
right? Like, you do.
We do embrace our city. We love it.
We did a bike tour, over this summer where we had listeners could win a contest to go on a bike tour, and we took them around downtown Portland and to all these different places.
We ate lunch in a cemetery.
We did eat lunch in the cemetery, very Portlandy.
It's
We
just
also
very goth.
made up all of the facts about Portland.
Oh, nice.
So we would go next to actual tour groups and then just spout out completely made up
God, I love
facts.
that.
That
He was
Willamette
tricking
River is
some
named
people.
after Will Ameti, who was a pioneer in 1432, and just yell this stuff out and confuse all these other tourists.
And tourists started coming toward Greg like he was actually saying
you
real
say
facts.
it with confidence, people will believe it.
This is the craziest part of that story is that you could win a prize where you still had to ride your own bike. Like, you didn't have. It wasn't a party bus. It wasn't even a Segway. You had to pedal to stay with your.
That's a really shitty prize. You're right.
The best prize.
Think about it, yeah. When you put it that way.
So you guys have had from basically right at the beginning, you guys have an amazing lineup of guests. You have your list of people who've been on your show is very impressive. What's give me a best, worst, easiest, hardest kind of guest. Give me who's been the most fun to interview?
My favorite was meeting Paul Reiser, I think.
Yeah, Paul Reiser was
Paul
awesome.
Reiser, because we'd kind of been warned. People were saying that he was kind of temperamental. Could not have been further from the truth. He was the nicest guy.
He was one temperament.
He was one temperament.
The whole
He was
time.
very,
He
very
was awesome.
kind.
I would say Aisha Tyler was
She's so funny.
Greg was speechless. He was sweating. He was
got it all. I
so
was.
nervous.
Is she gorgeous in person?
Oh,
yeah.
She's
Her
the most
favorite
beautiful
band
human being.
is
Yeah.
my favorite band.
Clutch.
So Clutch. I'm like, you have everything. Yeah. So I
That's
did
it. You have everything. You're beautiful and you like Clutch. That's it.
That's all.
And she's a podcaster.
I know.
Yeah.
Fellow podcaster
Oh,
as
that's true.
well.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Checked all 2 of your boxes.
I'm a very simple man.
Hot and clutch.
Was there anybody who you were just like, this person? I just can't believe this person is talking to me like that. Just seemed so far out of your interview league.
Oh, we've had some amazingly whip smart, intelligent people
Writers,
on where I'm just
book
they
people.
can see through me. They know I'm not that
I
bright.
think Greg Proops is kind of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause he was one of our first guests actually that we had on.
He was
show.
the first, I think, big name guest that we had on.
Yeah, and we've had him on 3 or 4 times.
In his defense, his show is called "The Smartest Man in the World."
This is
he
true.
does sort of look through everybody
It's true.
Slightly intimidating.
by definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as for for the most part, everyone's really nice. I remember I got into a fight with Michael Ian Black because we were arguing over what time zone you can feed gremlins after midnight.
Well, yeah, 'cause they say it's after midnight. You're not supposed to feed them, but what if you're in Central Time,
Right.
And the gremlin's in Pacific Time? Like, how
Right.
does that
I know. I'm putting it on my resume too. He called me a semantic bitch. Because
Which
we're like,
side
is
did
it
you
East
take?
Co- Is it Pacific time? We don't know.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
were
he
you
was not
were you
happy.
of the which was your argument that he just?
I was just simply asking a question, and then he got
got
really
mad
worked
at
up
you.
about
He was
it.
very worked up about it.
He was.
Oh my
He was Very
God.
passionate about gremlins.
2014,
I know.
beef with Michael Ian Black.
You're just tweeting at him every couple days Central Time. That's it.
That's what it is.
And then he comes back with Arizona, and then you have no idea what time it actually is there.
Nobody
Like,
knows.
who are you?
It'd be a terrible place to have a
Is
gremlin.
it exhausting to do the show every day? I mean, we do this show every other month, and I'm tired. How do you? Are you guys feeling like at some point maybe we should just take a break forever?
Well, we check ourselves every once in a while and be like, you
Yeah.
still like this? I still like this. We still have things to talk about. All right, we're still in the same.
And then we'll fight off air and do all
Yes.
that.
So- Sometimes on air.
That's perfect. Actually, that's a perfect segue because it does seem like it's kind of like a relationship.
It's like a work marriage kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah. There's
Yeah.
a work marriage, which Brie and I know a lot about, and so. Because we're also co-hosts of a show, weirdos. Anyway, so I know what it's like, right? And so what we've decided, my writing team has put together a game for us. If you guys are down,
Totally.
we're gonna play what we're gonna call the Newly Host game. So it's just like the Newlywed Game, but with hosts of a show. So let's bring out the host of the Newly Host game, the Host Game's host, Lucia Fasano. Lucia. Mic over there.
Hey, late night action people! Woo! I'm your host, Lucia Bassano, and we're gonna find out who knows their co-host the most. Let's get a.
So, what do you want? Blanks to the ladies?
Yeah, let's get a blanks to the ladies, eh? Thank you. There you go. And then do you have
better idea
the
than
one that was here? Did I do right? Thank you.
We don't usually work with a bunch of props and shit.
We're above that.
Okay, yeah. Great.
We right on the mat side?
Yeah, of course we're on the mat side. Okay. I don't know. I don't care. Cool. So what happened, Lucia? So what's been going on?
All right. Well, let's see. We've got our two hosts of the Blazer Persuasion. Greg Nibler over here. And
We are
Alex
gender
Trelcone.
blazer.
Gender blazer. We are neutral about our blazers. I have a blazer.
Yeah, because you're hosting.
Everybody can have them.
Ready, Luch?
Yeah, and they have written the answers to these questions on their papers. And now, the co-hosts of the Dress Persuasion, it's also gender neutral, are going to write down what they think their co-host put as the answer. Now you get
Does
it?
that make sense?
Yeah, all right. Well,
So the boys already wrote down our answers.
I already wrote down
we already
their
have ours
answers.
from ahead of time. but
they
the girls
will
haven't seen
reveal them
it. Nice.
after we drum roll on our knees, because that's our budget right now. So, all right, let's for our first question. You ready?
Ready.
All right. Which movie makes your co-host cry
The most.
the most?
Because obviously all of them. But the most...
Any Iron Giant?
I cried at a Bud Light commercial the other day. So
The horse one?
No, it wasn't even a horse one. It was like... Can I tell you while they're writing? So it was like this... it's just this this lady's sitting on a park bench, and the guy walks up to her, and she's like, "How did the interview go?" And he was like, "Great." And then they sit down and have a beer. He's just really happy that he got what he wanted out of life. It's just so beautiful.
All right, cut it out.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Now let's see what they think that makes their co-host cry the most. Bree Pruitt.
My girl. Macaulay Culkin gets stung by a bunch of bees. I won't spoil it for you.
All right, let's see. What did Alex Falcone put?
We're not gonna win.
Damn it!
can't.
Damn it! It's in your jokes.
It's in his jokes. Bree.
We're not gonna win.
If you don't cry it up, you're a monster.
All right.
But the most. Anyway.
Yeah,
I'm more of a Cars girl. Okay. Let's get Sarah. All right, drum roll.
All right. I believe Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's really sad when he gets his bicycle stolen. I don't know what movies you like. We're not winning either.
Or maybe.
I knew it.
I kid you not.
I knew it.
It's almost embarrassing that you knew that.
Every day. They see each other every day.
yeah.
Let's just get
He's Big
that.
Adventure. It's
Let's
happy
say
tears, though.
he's
It's awesome.
he's a rebel. All right, question number 2. Let's keep this ball rolling. All right, ladies.
We're so behind.
Okay, this is a.
We're crying just at how adorable that was.
That was so cute.
Okay, all right, Bree, look at me. We gotta do this.
Yeah.
So we can stay at Mississippi.
Oh no! The stakes are raised.
Stakes are raised. All right. What would you say is your co-host? What would your co-host say is their biggest weakness as a host, not as like a superhero?
As a host or a
Yes.
human?
As a host.
Because like snakes, otherwise, but like, is it? Well, he already wrote his
Well, yeah,
down.
mine's already down. I'm not.
He's just finding out the answer sooner than you. Also, I'm going to make the bold prediction right now that this game is going to end 1-0. I think we're already lost. No, he got one the first one. He got the first. Okay. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Are you guys in?
No.
Wait, sorry. We don't have the copyright for any game show.
I'm a little worried that Sarah wrote hers so fast, I'm afraid she has a laundry
It's
list.
not going to be right. He would never admit to the thing that is his weakness.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ooh, juicy. Who wants to know? No, I'm just kidding.
This is probably not the best time for constructive feedback.
I've been meaning to talk about.
Okay.
You've
You
already
can just-
written 4 different weaknesses and then
Just-
crossed them all out.
So many.
Just draw a smiley face.
Just pick one.
All right, let's see. We'll start with Sarah. All right, Sarah, what do you think Greg thinks is his greatest weakness as a host?
Scared by pretty female guests?
I'm not gonna lie, that is true, but that is not what I wrote. I wrote
Pee-wee's Big Adventure again.
Large Marge.
Oh!
female guests talking about breastfeeding. It
Oh.
throws me off.
That's
Completely
pretty.
throws me off.
I give a half point for that.
I revised
point.
my prediction 1.5 to 0.
That did happen
Nice.
the other day.
It
He
happened the
buckled.
other day. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
relevant.
fresh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Alex is a perfect host, so this is a really difficult question for me. But I think maybe interview questions.
Oh! Really?
Well, no, it's the part you wanted to help.
I think I'm gonna leave.
Sometimes.
Yeah, she
I
just
think
kinda-
that I thought what you think my biggest weakness is that I am too timid during the monologue. You think that I should have more confidence when I tell my jokes instead of apologizing for them.
Do we want to do this here?
Question number 3.
Wait, what did you write? Oh, you write timidness?
Question number 3.
Now this is the big one, folks. You can just leave after that. No, please stay for the whole show.
This is also mathematically we have been eliminated. Just let's make this one worth 2 points.
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah.
It's not a real game, so we can change it.
You're an awesome host at this.
Thank you, and I'm gonna leave with this prize. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. What are your co-hosts' parents' names?
You've met them.
I know.
Greg, does she know? She wrote really
I'm gonna-
fast.
I'm gonna guess she does.
We're gonna lose 3.5 to 0. Shouldn't have
Unless
added
I'm
that
wrong,
extra
this'll be
point. It just makes us
embarrassing.
look bad.
You know, it's our show. We could have cheated.
That's true. We did know that this was gonna happen.
Next time. All right.
I'll give you 1 point for each parent you get correct.
Oh,
So we might actually get on the
might
scoreboard.
get one. Yeah. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Falcone, Marilyn and Paul.
My parents' names are Steve and Kitty.
Okay. I would have put $1,000 of my own money on Marilyn. I don't know where that information came from.
She has a very memorable first name in that it's
Kitty.
Kitty.
Hello, Kitty.
I would have also taken Stephen and Catherine. But,
I am the wrongest one.
You're the wrongest.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Just show that you guys know each other better.
Yeah, we did.
Paul and Sandy.
And their
Bree got one of
I
your
got one of
dads, too.
You get a point.
All right, well, we know who's a friend and who is also a friend. And I'm just going to leave before I get fired. Have a good night, everybody.
Lucia Fasano. You guys, it's been such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
You are the better co-hosts. Maybe doing a show every day helps. You got at least a part of every. That's great. Also, so they can listen to the show, funemploymentradio.com.
Yep, that's correct.
That's
And
the best
every
way.
day at what time if you want to listen live?
If it's live, it's at 1 p.m. every weekday.
Nice. And then on the
podcast.
internet forever.
Yep.
Cool. You guys, Funemployment Radio, Sarah Kill and Greg Nibler.
Thank you, everyone.